sitting in a cafe today, and this woman came up to me who reminded me of my grandmother. But it was just the way she interacted with me, complimenting me, asking me questions, specifically about jewelry. My grandmother had the best jewelry collection, and she often gave me pieces too, and it made me really excited. I still have a lot of them. That day I was wearing my amethyst ring, and she was like, "Oh, it's an heirloom," and it is. I mean, it's really some of the only things I have left from my grandmother are these rings and earrings and her clothes too.
A lot of her in you, which is kind of funny. A lot of her traits, I do see in you. Like personality traits and stuff. A lot of times that you say something and you remind me of her. It's like, wow, that's just creepy. But, I mean,
I just smelled her perfume like 5 times in the past week. I don't know what her scent was. I could easily ask my mom and she'd tell me, but I kind of like not knowing. Because if I knew, I think I'd buy it. And then I'd probably wear it just so I could feel close to her all the time. Just like I don't need her to be there all the time. I like getting those whiffs of the scents that kind of float through the air and remind me that she was part of my life, and she still is. But I mean, she's not here anymore. It was tough. I had a really good relationship with my grandmother. She died when I was 11 or 12. She never saw me as an adult, but I never felt like I was exactly a child around her. Maybe it was because she was also like a child. I mean, really fun, engaging, and just really personable. Everyone really liked her. I thought she was kind of a pushover sometimes, especially because then she'd like say some really nice things to people to their face, but then talk about me behind their back with me, and it's like, that's really not being a good role model, but it's being real and it's being authentic. And I appreciate her being an adult and wasn't afraid to show her true colors around me. And she had red hair too, and the thing is, I always thought my grandmother was a redhead. I found out 5 years ago, I think. I was talking to my mom about how we both had red hair. And
she waited until she knew for sure that my hair was going to be red, and then as soon as she saw that it was red, then she started coloring her hair red. Because she said she always wanted red hair, and so she was really excited when my hair came in red, so that she could be a redhead too. And because I had red hair, even though her hair was colored, people assumed that it was her natural red color, since she had, a little redheaded child.
The piece of jewelry, like an heirloom that I got from her, but it wasn't. It's totally a false idea, and I was heartbroken when I found out. I didn't cry, but I was upset. I thought it was something that we shared, a physical trait. I'm not gonna put on any lipstick like her. That red orange lipstick, my word, that is intense. So she had the red hair, the red orange lipstick, and she only wore bright colored clothes like marigolds and regal purples and turquoise. And I never saw her in black. I didn't know she was sick, and so
It's part of the thing. It's like she knew what she was doing. It was almost like the food became more interesting when it was a little bit more forbidden. Not that she couldn't have anything, but it was even more desirable when she wasn't supposed to eat the chocolate. It
makes me upset.
She knew